Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is another review for PowerBookII Ghost, Season 1, Episode 7, Sex Week. So we open up with this pastor, and I guess it's the minister. They are, counting up the offering from the end of the night. And all of a sudden, Kane and the goons just come busting in. Guns drawn, put the money in the bag, all that right there, count it up and pack it up because it's mine. He want to go to the ATM, take me to the ATM. I want all the coin up out of this place. So they done robbed the church. Pastor, he trying to convict him, with a little scripture. It's not working. And he don't know Kane like we know Kane. But yeah, them scriptures went through one ear and out the other. I mean, convicted him enough not to hurt him because I think that was the plan. Kane was like, stick to the plan because one of the dudes, they got trigger happy and now they shooting in the church. So the plan was, let's go in here. We gonna scare them with the guns. But we just coming for the money. We're not gonna hurt nobody. Stick to the plan. They don't stick to the plan. They end up getting out of there though, unscathed. Back at the school, Tariq is in class. The professors are, standing up there before them. Professors Carrie, Jabari, and Oliver. They're talking about the fellowship, the canonical studies, and they've chosen, their candidates. And while they're talking, before she's getting ready to, tell everybody who got put on, this frat boy come busting in the classroom, throwing condoms everywhere because it's sex week. Then we explain what sex week is. Sex week, basically is a week of, information, and they're educating the people on sex and safe sex and all of that. I don't know why we doing this in college. I mean, I guess because, it goes down on those college campuses. But I mean, we have a sex week in high school where, it is really, informative for you, before you embark on that college life. But why you think them folk listening? Do you think the folks are coming to the seminar about safe sex? They are not. They are knee deep in peen and okay. So never mind your seminars, your educational studies, and never mind none of that. The children have gone wild on the campus. Anyway, light skinned Keisha want to know who got picked. She got picked. Lauren got picked. Some other folks got picked. Tariq did not get picked. After class, we see Tariq leaving and Carrie gonna stop him. Oh, Tariq, I know you really wanted to get on. And she's standing there talking to him. And Jabari sees and he kind of peeking out from behind the thing, trying to see what he can see. Like, oh, I know she ain't cozying up to Tariq. I know it's not happening like that, is it, Carrie? Yes. Carrie is a whole nympho. So I wouldn't doubt if she would. Like, listen, if Tariq was down, she'd be down. That ain't what's happening, but I don't put it past her to try it. Anyway, we see Braden and Riley. They, in the throes of having sex, and Tariq busts in. No, first, before he comes in, she wants to know where Braden really was. And Braden sticks to his story. I was helping Trace sober up. That's it. That's all. Tariq walks in, tells them they look like 2 raw cutlets laying up in that bed. Listen, we supposed to be doing something. Can we go? And what's she doing here anyway? We'll talk about that later. Back at the school, Jabari asks Carrie, he just gonna pull up on her. So what's going on with you and Tariq? And she's like, nothing. I mean, I'm his advisor, and whatever we talking about is between he and I. Like, I'm gonna need for you to respect his privacy. She was looking at him like, what's it to you? Like, why you even asking me all these questions? He was being very weird, very much stalker, very much Joe Will from You, the Netflix series that is. Like, very, sir, you're being very possessive right now. It's coming, like it's permeating off of you that you really think that this woman belongs to you. And you can just question her about who she's talking to, what they talking about. Nah, Jabari. She's getting ready to work on some index cards or whatever for an assignment she's about to give. And he want to talk about the book. And she's like, listen, let's keep our conversations to work, related topics. And that's it. He's like, okay, well, I can help you with this. Oh, okay, you're right. You can have them on my desk by tomorrow morning. Thank you. That'll be all. He thought he was going to sit and they was going to, sit and have a conversation and end up smashing on the desk once again. Not today, Jabari. Not today. Drew and Diana, they at the house, and Monet comes in there. She's about to, go meet the Connect, so because a drop is about to happen. It's been a little drought. They've been without product, and now they're about to go get some product. But don't nobody know where Kane is. Diana, she thinks, well, Kane is the one that does this with you. You need him. What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to do this without him? Drew is going to go do his part, and she got to go to the bar to go do her part. Never mind where Kane is. We'll have to figure that out later. Monet calls Lorenzo, and she want to know, what did you do to Kane? Because he ain't been back home since I sent him up out of here. So what did you do? He don't tell her what he really did and that he had the guards beat him up. But, he let him know, listen, man to man, we handled it. I took care of it. Don't worry about it. he gonna fall back in line. Don't even worry about it. Tariq pops up on Zeke. Zeke been participating in sex week. He ain't doing no work or none of that. And Tariq is like, listen, I done wrote a 25-page paper and you laid up. Listen, I'm not finna be chasing you down. So, you got work to do. You come see me about your work. Then on his way out, Tariq runs into Simon 2.0. Simon 2.0 talking about the back orders on the app. And like he coming at him like he running things and like he in charge. No, you getting paid a little bit under the table, but you ain't in charge. So you can relax. Talking about what Simon want, and never mind Simon 2.0. I don't even know why we seeing him at all. Don't need you. Don't need you at all. Anyway, when Tariq, he dismisses Simon 2.0, he gets on the line to text Monet about, some new product. And she's like, listen, I got to wait on it. You got to wait on it. Sit tight. I'll be calling you in a minute. Sax and Davis Method Man meet up. And, Sax has a problem. If the DA believes that he's trying to get Tasha off, like, they just going to take him off the case. So he got to stay on the case for their whole little plan to work. And right now, the witnesses that they keep bringing up, like, are helping Davis, and it's obvious. And so they're gonna have to get some new witnesses. So they start rattling off people, and Davis is just like, you shouldn't choose maybe not that person, because in cross I'ma get him. Maybe not her, because in cross I'ma get her. And Sax is like, well, I think I got somebody. And we see him, he pull up on Paz. Paz got her a little nail shop, so she's, use that money that James gave her, and she done put it to good use. He basically tells her she has to testify, and of course she's like, I'm staying out of it. Not gonna happen. You're not gonna get me to do nothing. And he's like, well, listen, I can get a subpoena. I can do that. So you gonna come on your own or what? And we don't hear her answer, but I mean we get there. Anyway, Diana, she goes to find Kane, and she pull up at this house. And this girl answered the door in her Burberry two-piece outfit. And Diana already know, got you a little new fit on. So he must be here. Kane, can you come to the door, please? Kane comes to the door. He feeling a way about Monet. He's like, and she tells him, listen, if you help with the drop about to happen tomorrow. I know that's how you going to get back in. Mama, she going to forgive you. She can't stay mad at you if you come in and you help out. So be at the drop, okay? If you want to be back in, be at the drop. And he tells her, okay, I'll do that, but you can't let her know where I'm at. Don't tell her where I am. Don't tell her where I've been, but I'll be there. Just call me with the address. Tariq gets a call from Tasha, and she tells him it's not smart for him to come to court, basically. They done said your name. Don't come to court. I don't want them to I don't want nobody setting eyes on you. So stay where you at. You just stay at school. You just worry about school. Um, Braden comes in and he has to get off the phone. And when Braden comes in, Tariq tells him, Riley can't come back here. I don't trust her. I don't know why he just won't tell her why he don't trust her, but he basically she shouldn't be in our room. She can't come back. I'm gonna need for you to just handle that. Y'all need to go on over there to her house or wherever she stays and stop bringing her here. He's like, Kane came in here and kidnapped you and your brother. Do you want that to happen to Riley? And that makes him think a little bit. And he's like, you're right. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna handle it. Monet and Drew, they at home making a sandwich, and she asking Drew where Kane is. Don't nobody know. And Diana come busting in like a little kid. Oh, I know. I found Kane. Girl, okay. Little teacher's pet. She get on my nerves. She gets on my nerves with that. Because it's like, what's your deal? Like, that's your mama. You ain't got to be the teacher's pet with your mama. It's your mama. But anyway, she want to be mama's favorite and want to stay on, in her good graces. But anyway, she tells them, I'm not going to tell y'all where he is, but he said he going to be there for the drop. So be on the lookout for him for the drop. When Drew leaves, of course, Monet, she's a little, what's the word? Impressed by how Diana has handled that whole situation. And she's just like, you just like me. Okay, girl. I see you. Zeke and Carrie, we see them at Carrie's house going at it. I mean, going at it, okay? She in the throes. She in the throes, okay? And it's about time for her to get ready to leave, and he want her to stay. And you know how you are when you young and in college. That's what you do all day, okay? When you find you somebody, you don't want to leave that bed, or you don't want to leave their apartment. You don't want to leave. You want to spend all your time with them because you're young and dumb. You're not focused, okay? And she got a job. She's like, she can compartmentalize. She don't need to lay up all day. That's a grown woman, okay? Who got a job. Let me add that again. Who has a job. He want her to stick around and stay. She's like, no, are you going to that cute party? I'm gonna need for you to go on and go to that cute party. Sleep with some girls your own age. And he like, them girls my age ain't talking about nothing. And you are, Zeke. You just so mature because you sleeping with this teacher. No, she's a nymphomaniac. So for her, it really don't matter who it is, as long as she getting it. Okay, because ain't nowhere in the world at 30 something. I'm looking at they might look good. like I said, your eyes ain't broke. But somebody 20 years old can't offer me nothing. Not a damn thing. So I'm trying to understand, like, what you getting out of it, Miss Carrie. Besides, it might be a little, some good peen, but I mean, is it? Is it? He ain't experienced. He 20. Girl, get out of here. Anyway, he said that he gonna go to the cute party, to appease her, because they have to keep up the appearances that, he's still a single guy on the campus or whatever, and she ain't thinking about students. So he said he'll go, but he still ain't messing. He ain't getting on nobody because all he wants is her. He in love, y'all. He is in love. Nose wide open. Tariq is in his room, and he gets these alerts for the pending orders on the app, and so he goes to text Diana, but Trace busts in the room. Listen, I don't know what you have going on, my brother, but leave him out of it or I'm calling the police. And Tariq is like, the police? They work for me too. Why you think you got out so soon? Don't come to me about the police, okay? Your brother is involved in what he want to be involved in. Be trying to check me about your brother, Trace? And see, Trace gonna be a problem because he keep bringing up the police, and I need him to just forget it. Forget it happened, Trace. Forget it. Let it go. Let it go before you end up stinking. Because that's what James would have did. That's what Tariq's daddy would have did. And he ain't. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. So you keep pressing and keep pushing him in a corner. Something gonna happen to you. Trace talks about what happened between Riley and Tariq. And Tariq is like, I ain't trying to sleep with Riley. What you talking about? Again, here y'all come to this party. Like, so he trying to piece it all together. Because Riley talked to him about that party as well. He still doesn't know that he was drugged, but something is afoot. Anyway, Carrie, she still got this child in her house, and she gets a knock at the door, and she thinks that it's the food. It's Jabari. Jabari got food, and I came with lunch from our favorite spot, from our old spot. Oh, and I got your index card. She's like, and I told you to leave him on my desk. Like, why are you here? He hear the shower turn on, and he trying to look all inside. Oh, so you watching sports? So you watching sports now? So you got somebody in there now? He look over and see the condoms and the folder. So now he knows it's a student. What you doing? Like he was about to spaz on her. I'm surprised he just come busting in the house. But she told him to leave, and he goes storming off, getting in his car all mad, pouting and carrying on. And he looks through the things, the little index card, sees Tariq's and tears it up. Then he gets another one and starts writing on it. And we didn't see what he wrote yet. But he upset about that thing. He thinks that Tariq and Carrie are sleeping together. He's completely wrong. Back in Carrie's class, she passes out the note cards and Tariq gets one. And the assignment basically is to get your partner to reveal this, to get your partner to reveal the secret that's on the back of their card. Without, them telling you. You got to use the concepts from the 48 laws of power to get your partner to reveal their secret. And if they just flat out tell you the secret, then you both fail. So that's the assignment. Of course, automatically Lauren and Tariq, they partners. And they in Lauren's room flirting heavy like they always do. And all of a sudden they play fighting and wrestling, and she on top of him straddled, whatever, and her boyfriend walk in, and he like to just bust in, don't he? Like, you don't know how to knock. Maybe the door was wide open. I can't remember. Which would tell him even more like this is harmless. Door is wide open. They are in there supposedly working on a project, but y'all doing a little too much. Like, y'all could have worked on this project at the library. Not in her bedroom, on her bed, where he's laying down and you straddling him. Like, it looks bad, but even still, like, that boyfriend she got, he can go. He come in there taking pictures of her, and she's like, what are you doing? He's like, I just need to show you what you look like. And Tariq says something to him, and they, have a back and forth. And when Lauren tries to interject, he tells her to be quiet. Men are talking. What? No. So then Tariq is on some, nigga this and nigga that. He's like, I ain't your nigga. And you an educated brother. I would expect you to know better. What? Oh, so you wanted them. He wanted them. He get put out and dumped. And on Tariq's way out. All right then, nigga. Bye. Anyway, Tariq on his way to meet Braden, and he sees Riley, and Riley is walking, so he follows her. She get on the subway. He follow her. Then we see that she is going to court, and when the attorney, Tariq, by the way, is sitting back in the peanut gallery, like, what's this girl doing? And the judge, asks her where her attorney is, and she says it's her uncle. And then she corrects herself. I mean, my attorney is on his way. Uncle come busting in, it's Sax. And Tariq is looking like, what? This bitch is related to Sax? Oh, no. So it ain't been no coincidence. He been, catching her snooping around in his room. He immediately texts Braden, we have to talk. Let's get to talking. And Tariq goes and, he tells Braden the truth about, I thought that he was going to tell him about Sax, but he tells him about this situation with Riley trying to sleep with him at the party and again at the room. Like, he thinks that Riley trying to come on to him, not even realizing that it's really Riley that's just trying to get information. She's snooping. I don't know if he's put two and two together now that he knows Sax is her uncle, but I don't know. Tariq tells Brayden about, he needs to know the truth about Riley. And the truth ain't, that Sax is your uncle. I mean, it's her uncle, but she tried to sleep with me or whatever. And of course, Brayden don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear no explanation. He call him petty, and he just storms out all upset. When he leaves, Tariq gets a text from Jabari, and Jabari is like, come see me in the morning. So Tariq goes to see Jabari the next day, and Jabari in there being weird again, like he's, it's like you're not seeing through him. You are wrong, Jabari. What you are thinking is a figment of your imagination. Yes, she's sleeping with a student, but it's not Tariq. Yes, he flat out asked him, so what was, what happened between you and Carrie? I saw y'all talking, like, what's going on? And Tariq is just like, oh yeah, she seemed interested. He ain't responding the right way either. He ain't, making it easy on himself. Whatever he said, whatever he was saying was still making Jabari feel like he's the one that she's sleeping with. So he gives him an extra credit assignment and tells him, you can get another shot at the fellowship if you write me a paper about, I think it was like power in relationships, more specifically romantic relationships. So like, I need you to dig deep, and I need you to give me specifics. I need information. I need details. I mean, specific details in your paper. Thank you very much. And Tariq is like, okay, I can do that. Tasha's trial. Steve not head ass, that is. He already talking mess behind him. Listen, I'm gonna be here all day, all week. You just make sure you do your job like we pay you to do your job. I'll be here. So now Sax got to really do what he's supposed to do. His first witness is Paz. He get Paz up on the stand. How do you know Tasha? He starts giving her all these questions. And at first, she's not the damaging witness. Then, as the questions come along, he's painting a picture. Sax, that is painting a picture like Tasha's the one. She's the queen pin. And he asks her, is it possible? She brings up Angela and the fact that Tommy is the one that killed Angela. And then it backfires. It's like, oh, is he now? Now, you don't think that Tasha's the one that told him to do that? Like, she has the most to gain from Angela being dead in the first place. So, could it be that she put the hit on her? And she looking around like, damn, you might be right, Sax. And she gonna say yes. So just completely ruining Davis Method Man's case. He like, he don't know who he messing with. I'm about to get her. Kane is out and about and then gets picked up for that robbery. So he done got arrested. Meanwhile, Diana and Monet waiting for him to help at the drop. Diana calls, but his phone keeps going to voicemail. And then she gets a text from Tariq asking about the product. And she's like, actually, can you come down here right quick? Like right now? Back at court, Davis Method Man is doing his cross, and he flips it, and flips the coin back on their side, and now I think they're in good standing with the jury, because the jury is like, what? after Davis is through with him. After Davis is through with Paz, because he brought up that money. Oh, you done took money from James? Oh. So he really set you up real nice, didn't he? So throwing that in there is, the jury's probably looking at her like, oh, girl, you full of shit. Back at the school, Trace runs into Brayden, try to tell him about Tariq, and Brayden is like, oh, yeah, I know. My roommate's an asshole, but don't worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. And then he's like, he tried to tell me that Riley was pushing up on him. And Trace is like, whoa, I'm going to have to stop you there. Like, I don't really want to take up for him, but I saw that, and that's exactly what happened. I was there for that. She did that. But, of course, Brayden's still upset. Because now that's confirmation that your girl is a snake. And he going to have to deal with that, whether he likes to or not. Tariq gets to the bar to meet Diana, and now Diana playing nice, and Tariq gets this phone call, and this Carrie, and while he's taking his call, Diana going through his book bag. So she saw the condoms in his book bag, and she saw the card, and on the card, now we see what his secret is. His secret was a teacher at Stansfield is sleeping with a student. And she looks at it, and she's puzzled. But why are you going through his stuff, girl? Why are you going through his stuff? I don't understand. I don't understand why. That ain't your man. He is not your boyfriend, girl. You do not need to be going through, like, what if she had found something worse? Then what? Then what, Diana? What you looking for? That's my thing. Anyway, Monet texts Diana, asking where Kane is. Of course, she don't know. And she was like, do you want me to come upstairs? And Monet is like, no, you stay down there where you are. And then we see Kane getting booked. He in there making his calls. He makes 2 calls that go straight to voicemail. And then he gets, he just sucks it up and calls Ramirez. And we see Diana and Tariq. Tariq done showed up to the bar. And he's, honest about Lauren and the fact that it wasn't Lauren in his room. And he sweet talks her a little bit. And she's like, you can lay all your burdens on me. You can talk to me about it. Then they know, of course, now we kissing. Child, please. While they downstairs, Monet is upstairs with the connect. He done showed up with the product. He want all his money. She only has half. Now, that's going to be a big spat. And she going to try to throw her name on there. Like, I don't know who you work for, but I don't work for you. I'm Monet Tejada. He's like, okay, Monet Tejada. You got my money today? All of it? And he pull a knife out on her like, okay, she going to have to show me where the money is. And she pushes him away and all of that. They hear the tussle downstairs. Tariq and Diana run upstairs. And when they're interrupted, Monet has an opportunity to pull out her gun and shoot the boy. And so now she done shot the boy. Tariq seen it. And Diana's like, oh, well, he can help. Because Tariq jumps right in. Y'all need help moving this body? I got y'all with moving the furniture. And, Diana's like, you can trust him. He's cool. Let him help. So Tariq really in now. Like, he in with that family. Just like Ghost and Tasha. Brayden and Riley. Brayden confronts Riley about, what he knows. Riley lies, and she still don't tell him what she's really up to. No, she wasn't trying to sleep with Tariq. No, she ain't been trying to sleep with Tariq, but she been snooping for her uncle, and she ain't willing to tell him that. So he just done broke up with her. So I'm sure it's not over with. She give me the type that's gonna come back and tell him everything. I don't know if it's gonna be too late or not, but oh well. Drew and Tariq, we see them getting rid of the body. Ramirez then came and picked up Kane, got him out, and Kane basically, tells Ramirez that Monet, she's off the rails, and she's been, getting in cahoots with this Tariq nigga, and she pushing us out to bring him in. Like, ain't no us. You the one in trouble. Ain't trying to bring Ramirez with him. Like, she don't care about you either, Ramirez. She replaced you too. And we like, her focus is Tariq. So what is it's us or him? Ain't no us or him. Kane. Now you're doing a lot. Anyway, Kane finally shows up to the house with Ramirez after the drop and all of that. They all like, where you been? The dude tried to get mama and you wasn't there. And he's automatically like, where you at? I'll go get him. It's over with, Kane. It's over. You was in jail when it was going down. So please, just let that go. Before he leaves though, Monet noticed, he done got beat up. And she automatically knew what it was and who it was. Then we see Lauren. She waiting on Tariq at his door. Tariq is coming for moving that body, by the way. She coming in the room. She got on her lingerie. I was thinking we would go to the Q party together. Really, girl? Y'all could have just laid up in that room. Why y'all going to a party that has sex? Just do what you got to do. Anyway, she, gets him in there, starts taking off his jacket and she disrobes herself. They kissing and carrying on, and I guess Tariq is like, wait a minute, she can't get me out my clothes. So he flips it on her, and gives her this story, but first, he just tells her what his secret is. And he's like, ain't that why you here? You don't want to say it by any means necessary. And she's like, you really think that I would, do this? You don't know me at all. And apparently I don't know you. Girl, okay. You still need to leave. Because his shirt is full of blood, soaked in blood. And she could not zip that jacket down and see that. Because then she's going to be asking questions. And then we got to kill you, girl. Anyway, Lorenzo, no, wait. Let me not skip. Everybody gets an A on the assignment. And when Lauren goes, to talk to Carrie about her, she gives her the thing. She's like, I feel like he made his up. And shows it to him. And she's like, wait, ain't this about a bitch? I know this handwriting. I know this handwriting. I know who this was. You got full credit. Don't even worry about it, sis. Davis pops up on Sax, pissed off about court. Sax is like, listen, Steve Knothead ass was on me. I had to do what I had to do. But, I'm still with you. And he done found something that could directly connect, everybody. And he done found the girl. Is her name, what is her name? Precious? Peaches? The stripper that was helping Tasha at the daycare. I can't remember her name, but they gonna go see her. Then we see Lorenzo. He get a call from Monet. Basically, she tell him, keep your hands off my son. He's mine. I'll handle him. You let me worry about him. Don't you ever put your hands on him like that again. Don't do it no more. Carrie and Jabari, they talk. And Jabari come in there, I know you sleeping with Tariq. And she's like, now, wait a minute, what? I'm sleeping with who? No. She shows him what she done found out. And she's like, what this looks like to me? An admission of guilt. Because ain't you sleeping with your teacher's assistant? And he like, that's a grown woman. She's still a grad student. And that was her position. Apparently, Carrie was in the grad student position when she and Jabari started messing around. So Jabari the one. He the one. And she basically threatens to put it all out there if he don't leave her alone and stay out her business. And what can he do? Nothing. He probably think it's an empty threat, but she's like, listen, try me if you want to. Brayden and Tariq talk, they make up, blah blah. Paz goes to see Tasha, and Tasha, she laying it on thick, child, crying and everything. She got to keep things smooth between she and Paz. And Paz basically tells her, I know you didn't do it. I know you ain't killed James, but I know you know who did. You need to free yourself of that. Look what happened to my sister. It took her too long. It was too late before she was able to free herself. So save yourself, okay? And Tasha's sitting there with the tears and, with the biting the bottom lip. Because it's her son that she's, protecting. Tariq grown, though. Listen to Ghost. Ghost said he grown and it's time for him. Ghost said if it's up to Ghost would have let Tariq go to jail in a hot second. Anyway, y'all, that was it. That was a lot of information. This was a good one. We're picking up. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.